I got to be careful to not touch this. These leaves touch the buttons, the virtual buttons, and turn stuff off. So that's what happens. I'm not running out of memory, I'm just getting screwed by these leaves. Okay, so anyways, these are the vines. The pumpkins are turning into vines. They're growing. This is a female flower. I'm gonna try to get down here so you can see the bulb. See ants in it pollinating it. See the bulb, how that if it gets successfully pollinated, it will keep growing and it will be green. If not, then after its flower is withered, the pumpkin itself, the bulb will turn yellow, wither and fall off. This is a fertilized, this is a pumpkin. It's a couple pounds already. Little one, baby one. He's getting chewed up though by the rats. Look, see how many times he's gotten bitten? He's got a hole right down in here too. I don't know if he's gonna make it. Plants are amazingly strong. He'll develop some kind of stuff to try to fill that hole, but it might be too late. Anyways, this is a pumpkin and it's snaking out. It's really getting nice. It's starting to do its pumpkin thing. Look, see that pumpkin? That's a fertilized pumpkin. See how it's green? See how its vine is growing in these little subflowers here starting to come out? That's a pumpkin too. See, little nodule? That's another pumpkin. They start putting out pumpkins more than the male flowers. So you want to have them not blocked, but kind of, what do you call it? Yeah, not row planted, but block planted like this. And these little ones, they didn't get enough nutrients and enough sun, so they're withering. And the bigger ones, the more dominant ones, are taking over. The green ones, you can see. So I'm just letting, it's an experiment. I'm letting nature do its course, and we're growing pumpkins. The melons are getting attacked by the rats nightly, so I'm gonna have to get my trapping efforts up more and trail set in here. Try to keep the dog away because the trails are going off. See how they're eating over in here and over back in here. They're entering and they're really doing some damage. This is just like one night's chew. Not even, I didn't gather up all the rest in there. So anyways, you got to get rid of those pests and put a detriment on their activity, at least to try to deter them. Put up some pest, perhaps some rabbit fencing will keep them out. But rats are really good climbers, and so aren't mice, and that little fencing won't stop them. It will stop a rabbit, but it won't stop a rat. So it's kind of futile on the fencing at this point. See that pumpkin? This looks like it's probably not fertilized and will probably drop off. See how it's yellow here? We'll see. Fun with gardening though, and it's a good lesson. I took these traps out. These are two of my homemade traps. I got this spring off of an old dishwasher right here. This spring came off an old dishwasher. This little spring I bought down at Lowe's. So basically they're the same trap. It's a single door, single trigger box trap, cage trap with a bait container and a bait door in the back. The bait door comes down. This one's got a bread tie for a latch because it's so low rent. This one here has the actual tie door clasp that I made. This is a locking mechanism to keep the back release door, bait door closed. So when you want to set it, you take that clip out and then you load up the bait container with the bait, and then you close the door back and everything's cool. It's just a homemade little box trap. It's a 6x6. It will catch muskrats and mink. I don't know, I haven't had a chance to trap anything like that because we don't have anything like that around here, and I don't have a trapping license this year. Anyways, look at this door. Watch those springs. See, nice and quick, nice and fast. Just like we like them. We'll do it again on this one. This one's a little different. It's just as fast though. Watch this. See? But the spring is so powerful that the trigger mechanism requires too much push for these rats to spring them. A muskrat would spring it, a mink would spring it, but the trigger mechanism is too tight for these little rats in the garden. So I'm going to have to either do something to lessen that trigger tension or come up with a different trap altogether, because those are for bigger animals. All right, this is Trapper Ed with another how to do it, and if you're not doing it, maybe you should be doing it kind of video. Let me see, what else can I show you in this foolish video? My box, the weasel box with the roof, the snow roof. This snow roof, all this is made out of one of these fence boards. It's a 6-foot board and it's cut, and there's what you end up with when you completely line it out is the top, the 3 sides, the back, the front, which has got the 2-inch hole, the back's got the 1-inch hole, see, and you come up with an extra front piece length. You can make any size hole you want, so you basically come up with those 3 pieces, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, and you cut it all up on a 6-foot, and you measure it out, and that's what the kind of box you make. That's a rat trap weasel box for these standard Catchmaster rat traps, like you see right here. Set. This is a blind trail set, double blind trail set, and I got them, you know, cabled off to this with adjustable loops that I made with the 3x32 7x7 cable. But this one, this one's just set, no cable, nothing, just set, no cable, blind trail set. They've all caught. So far I've taken 7, well actually 6. I trapped 6 and Teddy killed 2 actually, but 1 just recently. He killed 1 a couple months back. So Teddy's a mouseketeer. He's a mouse killer. Alright, this is Trapper Ed. It was nice to see, he did it right in front of me too. I was like, man, dog's got to call it a while in him. It's alright. Alright, Trapper Ed.